Route 21 Rockstar families, and welcome to our new and improved Mr. Records Rockstar VODCAST. I'm so very excited to be using some new green screen technology, and you know, it's quite amazing what you can accomplish over a week-long string of snow days. This is something that's been on my to-do list for a while, and I'm so excited to finally be using it. And if you come out to family night on Thursday night, you're going to be able to take your picture with the green screen with some really cool backgrounds for some house spirit. So, I want to get right off to the strategy session this week because we have a lot going on. You know, last week in the weekly email I talked to you about how the redistricting meeting was supposed to be last week. Well, that was obviously canceled due to snow. That is rescheduled for Tuesday at 6 p.m. at North Stafford High School. And the reason I tell you that is because there is a lot of important information and a chance for the public to weigh in on this decision because it does impact Barrett in a pretty significant way for a couple of neighborhoods. So I really want you guys to know about that in case you want to attend. On Wednesday, we have an early out day for elementary only, 1:10 p.m. And on Thursday is our family night. Now, if you are still on the fence about whether or not you want to attend for this, you do not want to miss this, guys. It's going to be amazing. So picture this with me. You're going to walk in. There's going to be an amazing photo booth for you to take a picture with your family. You can bring your own device. We'll also have picture-taking devices there. You can get your picture with the green screen with some really cool, some really cool images in front of your student's house, your scholar's house, colors and whatnot. And then we're going to have a potluck dinner, so you can bring your favorite dish. You can bring a bag of chips, really anything. And then you're going to witness an academy time. What do we do during academy time? You probably always hear your scholar talk about that, but we're really going to hit home with that and talk about that. So those are some amazing things going on Thursday night, 6 p.m., Kate Waller Barrett Elementary. I hope to see you all there. Hashtag family night. If you come to family night, you can go ahead and add 5 house points the next day as well. Well, you know, on Saturday, it was a bummer that our Holocaust field trip had to be postponed by a day. But not by a day, but by a couple of weeks. Our new rescheduled date is March 21st. Same time, 8:30 to 6. It's on a Saturday. We're hoping that we're going to avoid all the weather, and that is actually after the first day of spring and during the Cherry Blossom Festival. So I'm so pumped about that. I know we're going to have to wait a few more weeks, but everything is still the same. I'll hold on to the money for those of you who already paid, and we're all good to go. I'm so excited for that. March 21st, mark your calendar. Friday, coming home will be the interims, the Stafford County Public Schools interim, and the Barrett Academy interim. And finally, Boosterthon begins next week. You know, last year it was a huge success for Barrett. We were able to raise money to put smart boards in every classroom. I believe it also went to help us buy another cart of iPads. It was an incredible opportunity for us to continue to bring that 21st century technology into all of our classrooms at Barrett. So that will begin next week. I believe the theme is Rockin' City, USA, and it's just going to be an amazing, amazing time for the kids. More information will be coming home toward the end of this week and beginning next. Now I'm going to send you over to the strategy session with another type of new software. So bear with me for the next couple of podcasts over the next few weeks as I kind of explore and dabble with a few things with the software that I'm using. But as always, if you have any feedback, please give it to me. I would love it. I'm really loving the new software. But anyway, now I'm going to send you over to the strategy session. I'll see you guys on the other end. Okay, Route 21 Rockstars, welcome to this portion of the VODCAST. Like I told you, I'm really going to change up the way that we're doing the VODCAST. It's still going to have all the strategies in and all of that great stuff. But I'm working with a new software that's actually more user-friendly and that's going to be able to bring a little bit more to you guys. So I'm going to start off today by hashtag green screen because I'm so incredibly excited about our green screen. If you just watched the first portion of the VODCAST, you can get yourself 5 house points. We're going to be using it in class. It's really going to be a blast. So before I do anything else, I'm just going to quickly reload the page. And if you guys didn't already know, you do have a 2-hour delay tomorrow due to some of the ice on the roads freezing overnight. Okay, so let me actually scroll down here on our page. I do want to show you guys a video for family night really quickly that I put together. Again, family night, guys, is coming up on Thursday, 6 to 7:30. Just if you bring one thing for the potluck. It could even be a bag of chips, and that will be fine. And that will be quite amazing. A few other features really quickly on our Fusion page that I've updated. Number one, I now have our Twitter feed live on our Fusion page if you're interested in that. And now the VODCAST is going to be available directly on the page. All you have to do is click it. This is actually the VODCAST from last week, and I could tell based on the number of views that somebody was watching it. I'm thinking it's probably some of my Room 21 rock stars, but that will be available directly there as well. I just wanted you to know that. And now I'm going to take you to a couple of strategies for the week. So, first of all, down here under the class news section, you know, this week, guys, since we were not in class at all last week, basically the strategies are the same. We want to continue to strengthen our use of quadrilaterals, okay, which is going to be a major focus for us. So therefore, you know, a lot of the strategies I put on here for last week with quadrilaterals are going to remain the same, like I just said. And they're all available if you check out my screen right now, right down here. Now, these are available in the last VODCAST. I explain it. Anything that you do here, each problem, I'm going to make worth 1/2 of a house point. Okay, 1/2, 0.5, 1/2 of a house point. Okay, the big areas that I would go to, because remember we're working on identifying quadrilaterals, would be the IXL sites, which are right here and here. They're going to provide you a ton of practice. Now, what I'm going to start doing actually for you guys is making these videos that kind of take you through it. These videos, as you can see this one right here, basically gives you the down low on quadrilaterals, tells you everything that you need to know about how we classify them using that dichotomous key. This is actually going to be a part of your morning work tomorrow, guys, but if, say that you're working on, you know, some of this IXL stuff right here, and you're not quite sure how to complete the quadrilateral section, this video is going to help you to get there. Let me just play the first portion of it, and you can see what I mean.
Room 21 Rockstars, so we're starting off today classifying some quadrilaterals here on the screen.
Okay, guys, so as you can see there, I'm really trying to help you with the different strategies that we're talking about in class, and that's a way that's going to help you with that. Now, to quadrilaterals even further, I'm sending you on to this section here. Now, what I want you to do is actually just draw whatever comes up on the screen, identify the quadrilateral, and you're going to get yourself a 1/2 a house point for each. So are you ready? Now, you may have to pause the video and come back later because I'm going to be going at a pace that makes it, you know, acceptable for the video so that the video doesn't run into, you know, half an hour. But here we go. Okay, what's the best name for this quadrilateral? I'm going to do this first one with you guys because when they say best name, okay, when they say best name, they mean the most specific name. So the big thing that I see immediately are these symbols here that mean that this side is parallel to this side, okay? And that means I have one set of parallel lines. The other two are not parallel because if I ran them together, eventually they would intersect. So that means that the best name for this figure is a trapezoid. And let's see if we're correct. It is a trapezoid. Does that make sense to everyone? So that's how we're going to go through this, a 1/2 a house point each. And these tick marks are there as well. Okay, what do we think it is, guys? It is a square, and here are the other names for it. Now, you may have listed one of these, but these would not be the best name for that figure. Move on to the next one. That is a rhombus. That was a tough one. Here's why it's a rhombus. The only definition for a rhombus is all sides are congruent. Okay, guys, what about this slide right here?
Yes, that is going to be a quadrilateral. You may have also written a trapezium here, because as you can see, all sides are of different lengths. So this could also qualify as a trapezium. I would accept that as well. There are no sides here that are parallel to one another. They all intersect at some point. Therefore, it's just a four-sided here. Okay, what about this one? Good, that's a rectangle. It could be called a parallelogram. How about this one here? Keep an eye on these. Good, that is a parallelogram. Here's another one. Okay, guys, how about this one? What's the best name that you could give this quadrilateral? You know what this figure is? It's a quadrilateral. Yes, that would be called a... What do we think about this one? That would be a parallelogram. Now I'm just going to start scrolling through these guys. Like I said, you can go ahead and pause the video at any point that you need, and then we'll come back to the beginning. This one does have hash marks as well. Okay guys, a few other areas where I'd like to direct your attention really quickly. First of all would be the writing fix of the week. Like I said on last week's VODCAST, I thought that this one was just so incredibly cool that I wanted to leave it up here. Take any direction with it. You could tell the story through the perspective of the whale shark, or you could tell the story through the perspective of the scuba diver. Okay, or you could tell the story through the perspective of someone else. Maybe someone's over here watching this whole thing go down. Or maybe another fish. Okay, I'll give you 5 house points for that if you bring that in tomorrow. Okay, so we've gone through math, we've gone through writing. As I said, just kind of bear with me as I get used to my new technology for now. For reading this week, you're going to find that we're going to begin something called close reading with a lot that what we're reading. But in the meantime, I do still have available for you the cause and effects section that you can take a look at any time. That video is always great, and you can always complete that activity. Remember, the cause is why it happened, and the effect is what happened. Okay, I've already offered the hashtag at the beginning, hashtag green screen with the new technology. So if you want to use that, go ahead and plug that in, and you can check it out. And I'm going to leave you with a cool video that's going to sum up.
Okay, Room 21 Rockstar families, I hope that you enjoyed the first ever VODCAST using some brand new green screen technology. I hope that the strategy session was successful for you, and I hope that your scholar was able to rest up over the week-long string of snow days, because we have so much to learn, so much to discover over the remainder of the year. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to email or call me. You can always visit our Twitter page at ReichardRock. You can check us out on YouTube, Mr. Reichard's Rockstars, or our Class Fusion page always has a ton of links and class news. As always, you guys are the best families in Stafford County.